Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 842. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
All right, so what news do we got, Chris, tonight?
This was something I've been wanting to talk about all day because this broke a little bit later on in the day, and actually there's also something that came out late last night. It's about Kong Skull Island.
Okay.
I've been talking about the viral marketing site, which the name of the marketing site is discoverskullisland.com.
Okay.
And on there you're going to see a map of Skull Island. And what I love about this site is all of this is supposed to be like a Monarch database.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put in certain code words, there are 5 files. If you click the files, it brings up like a search engine kind of thing. If you put in certain code words and you hit enter, it brings up clips that I think are going to be in the next trailer, which is supposed to come out tomorrow.
Okay.
The first code word is destination acquired. Code phrase, I guess, in this case. And it shows that shot that we got from the first trailer with the helicopters heading towards the storm.
Right.
The second one, what's the second one? Is, I believe it's Sky Devils. And basically it shows a new shot of 2 helicopters flying by. And through the windows, you can see Kong staring into the helicopters.
Wow.
The third one is called, what is it? Oh, it's We Don't Belong Here. And you see Kong with 2 halves of a helicopter, and he's slamming them down.
Okay.
Now, the one that came out yesterday was Endangered Species. And what it showed was 2 giant Kong skeletons. So apparently Kong might be an endangered species, even on Skull Island, which is, I think that's interesting. The one that came out today, in my opinion, is the best one. The code word is Skullcrawler, okay? And it starts out, it shows this guy, there's fire all around him. And this was the huge thing. My jaw dropped when I saw this. A giant lizard-like kaiju jumps out of the water and slams one of its hands on the ground like it's moving towards the guy. Now, it's not Godzilla, but at first I thought it was because the way it moves kind of looked like him, and I was like, oh my gosh. But then as you watch it, you can see it's much different from Godzilla. It's a bit smaller, but it looks awesome. Whatever it is, I guess it's called the Skullcrawler. I guess this is the enemy kaiju in the movie. Now, I wasn't expecting there to be like a kaiju. I thought it was just going to be other giant monsters, like Kong could fight.
Right.
This is something completely different. And I'm really excited. So if you guys go check that out, it's the 5th file, and the code word is Skullcrawler. It's all one word.
Skullcrawler.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I would show a picture of it on here, but I don't have a still. It's a GIF. So it's better if you guys go check that out.
I'll look it up later on. So that's cool. I mean, when are we getting a trailer? Tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow, yeah.
Ooh, Skull Island trailer. Now, this would be the actual trailer, right? Or no?
I believe this would be technically the first theatrical trailer.
The first theatrical trailer, okay. Finally. And this comes out next summer, right?
Yeah, actually beforehand. I think it comes out in March.
Oh,
yeah.
It's even better.
Yeah, it's got a good spot.
Very good. Okay, so, and any word on the new Godzilla movie?
I heard a rumor that the animated Godzilla movie that's supposed to come out next year, I don't know how true this is, but this was a rumor that the voice acting for it is done.
Oh.
So I'm guessing maybe the movie is close to being finished, or it's in post-production or something like that. I don't know. I'm excited to see. I can't wait to see what Godzilla might look like in an animated movie. I mean, we've seen animated Godzillas before, but not like this,
Right.
So I'm excited to see what he looks like.
I mean, and it seems like this is a new trend that companies are doing animated versions of movies besides the movies.
Yeah.
We're also getting that with Ghostbusters. We're getting an animated TV series and an animated movie. So that's interesting. Now, we're going to get an animated movie that's not related to Shin Gojira, right?
As far as I know, it has nothing to do with Shin Gojira. It's probably a completely separate universe from everything that we know.
And we're going to get Shin Gojira on Blu-ray and DVD probably next year, right?
Yeah, I assume so, yeah.
Okay. And we're also supposedly going to get a Shin Gojira 2, right?
Nothing's confirmed right now, but assuming from what, not even assuming, with how well Shin Gojira did in Japan, and it actually made more money over here than they were expecting, as far as I know, it seems very likely that they're going to do Shin Gojira 2, something like that, yeah.
Okay, and we're also getting our Godzilla 2.
Yes.
Which is a few monsters, correct, so far?
From what I'm hearing, yes. I don't know if Rodan, Mothra, and Ghidorah are all going to be in one movie, but apparently Legendary has plans to have at least all three of them show up at some point.
Okay, now what about my question? You're the only one that probably can answer this. Are they doing more Gamera films?
No. Not right now. No.
So what about that thing that we saw? That's just nothing.
Apparently that was just what it is. That was just a, hey, look, Gamera. And then...
And no interest now.
Yeah, because apparently there was a big misunderstanding. Apparently this was understood over in Japan, like, okay, it's not a movie, it's just this. But over here, the news that, oh yeah, it's for a movie, apparently that was confirmed, quote unquote.
Okay.
But technically in Japan, they're like, no, it's not a movie, it's just that.
Why do that then? That's stupid.
Well, I think it was like an anniversary thing for Gamera.
Oh, so they create that little skit thing?
Yeah. Personally, and I feel more comfortable saying this now rather than I did before. The end of Gamera, Revenge of Iris, ended off with a cliffhanger.
Okay.
That was the third movie in the Gamera Heisei series, possibly the best kaiju movie ever made. And it ended off, Gamera kills Iris, and at the end of the movie, a huge swarm of Gauss, which were Gamera's like major foe in that series. His arch enemy, basically. A huge swarm of them called Hyper Gauss were descending on the city that he was in. And at the end of the movie, the military there, the self-defense force, is like, listen, we're not going to target Gamera. We got to target those Gauss, and that's it. And at the end of the movie, Gamera seems to be like heading towards them, and then the movie ended, and we never got another one.
Okay.
There was a fan movie made called Gamera 4 Truth, which is not considered canon to that story. What I think that anniversary special was, even though it's not directly related to Gamera 3, I think it was kind of a way of them saying, look, this is kind of what would have happened.
I see.
Those things in the trailer were Gauss.
Oh, so they just explained what happened.
Yeah. Now, it's not connected to Gamera 3, but I think that might be their subtle way of saying, here, this is probably...
Why can't they do another one?
They can, they're just not doing it.
And the guy is Heisei series, you said?
Well, that was the name of the series. I think
but that's the name of the guy, or no?
No. Heisei is even Godzilla had a Heisei series.
Okay.
It's just the name. I believe that the Showa and Heisei, I think that they have to do with the names of the emperors of Japan or something like that.
Okay.
So they named those series based on who the leader was at the time. I think.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure about that. But Gamera's Heisei series had Gamera Guardian of the Universe, Gamera Advent of Legion, and Gamera Revenge of Iris. And then they did Gamera the Brave, which was like the quote-unquote Millennium series, which Gamera the Brave was not good.
So they can't go back to the Heisei series?
They could. There's no reason they couldn't, but they're probably not going to.
Okay. Now, what about Ultraman?
I believe that has another show over there right now, or soon.
Are we going to have an Ultraman movie?
Probably over there, yeah. Not over here.
Okay. We're never going to have that.
I wouldn't say never, but I don't think Ultraman...
And isn't that what kind of Jet Jaguar was?
Not really. He was supposed to be something separate.
Okay. Gotcha. And they never made anything with Jet Jaguar, just that one thing, right?
Yeah, that was it.
It never appeared on anything else.
He did show up in... There was a show in Japan called... What was it?
Godzilla Island?
Yeah, I think he showed up there. There was like even a variant of him that was like medical Jet Jaguar or something like that.
What was that? That was like actual people dressed in suits fighting, or was it just...
No, actually, that was the toys. They actually used the toys.
Oh, they actually used the toys.
Yeah. I've
that's
never
fun.
actually seen any of it. I've just seen pictures and read stuff on the Godzilla wiki about it.
Mm,
Sounds interesting, but like I can understand why they never released it over here. It would probably never work over here.
right. Probably not. All right. So we got Legendary's Godzilla 2, which I guess they would film when? This year? Next year?
No, it comes out in 2019. So I mean, they've got time before they.
And Godzilla versus Kong is 2020.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Godzilla 2 doesn't even have a director yet.
Right.
It has new writers, but it doesn't have a director.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about that. I wonder
Yeah.
who they're going to get.
Me
But
too.
who knows?
All right. We're going to keep this everything show related to this, and we're going to do something else. So thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye for now.